Next up, we have someone who is actually from Carbondale joining our collective. His name is Gregory. He is an artist, filmmaker, musician, and writer whose career began in New York City in the film industry. Due to a spiritual epiphany, he moved to Carbondale, Illinois in the 90s and has been working at SIU ever since, doing video on staff here as well as independently. Most recently, he co-directed and filmed Bearing Bloodlines, Ancestral Invocations, which took place on Gabriella Island, British Columbia. And this is what he will be talking about today with us. Thank you so much for being here with us. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Eve. And I feel just so honored to be here in such amazing company with everyone doing incredible visionary work. And I can't imagine the work that Ari and Roxy and Mage and Elizabeth have done to keep this going. It's a bit of an endurance exercise just taking it in. I can't even imagine the work they've put into it. And and the blessing this morning with the music with, I think his name is Jurgis, beautiful. And Zara's lovely intro also acknowledging the lands and the peoples that have come before us, which was very important to the video clips I'm going to share with you today. So there was a woman named Barbara Bickle, an artist who was faculty member here for some years, and her partner in this project, Tanis Ugel. They are both very deep women working on ancestral trauma, particularly what their own European ancestors brought to North America and what that did to the indigenous peoples and the indigenous lands. And through ritual trance and performance, they've been working through trying to reconcile and heal the ancestral pain that they carry, that many of us carry knowingly or not, and then through their work, trying to bring some healing and reconciliation. So I'd like to, we just completed the film. We shot it on Gabriola Island, which is a neighbor very close by to Salt Spring Island, where Ari lives, which was an amazing coincidence. And we filmed it back in September, and we just finished editing it, and we screened it in Vancouver and also Gabriola Island just a couple of weeks ago. That was the premiere. There'll be a screening on May 3rd, an online screening, and I'll get the link to that to you, and people can watch it online as well. It's about a 45-minute film. I'd like to just show you a couple of 3-minute clips. One is the intro to the movie, and I'll just mention as part of their work, they literally go into trance in the movie. We're not going to really see that part. And I don't know what was going to happen. I didn't know what was going to happen on camera. They didn't know what ancestor was coming through. But also representing their ancestors, their well enough ancestors, the one pre-trauma, pre-colonial, they made giant 8-foot tall puppets representing their ancestors. So you'll see a little bit of that in the film. So if we could roll first the Bearing Bloodlines opening, and then we could just follow it with the other clip, the forest scene. So they're each about 3 minutes. And oh, by the way, Shannon Borg, who just walked in and who you saw presenting earlier, will be our moderator for the online screening on May 3rd. So we'll get the information out about that. Yes? Well, they both have 2 women. The one that says opening, it doesn't have a title or beginning or... Let's see what happens. Oh, if you have the master, you could just play that, and I could just pause it, and then we can jump ahead. That is the second one. All right. just wanted to mention, as we show the second clip, this is a 45-minute film. I know we don't have time for that. So we did get the blessings of an indigenous elder from that land. By the way, I wanted to mention that. It was very, very important to the two women who've been working on this, and it was important to all of us. And so just wanted not to forget that. And so we'll just watch a second, the piece progresses a bit, and then you'll see a piece that's closer to the end, and it's a whole different environment. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's the teaser, I guess. And I guess we have just a couple minutes for questions. Any questions, comments? Love to hear any feedback.
Have you shown this to any other native tribes? They have their feedback already?
No, this is brand new. This is just coming out. But we have had blessings from every time we've screened the film. We've got blessings and plan to do that in the future.
May I suggest that maybe you do show it to some other tribal members as a person whose
Yeah, we're doing that very actively and very specifically. Thank you for that. Anyone else? Questions, comments? Yes? So I met a group of people who were part of a Sufi community, and they had some, very long story short, had some roots here in Carbondale, and this was in New York City, and they were gathering in a small apartment in New York, and 7 people had already decided to move to Carbondale, and there's a piece of land where we have sustainable agriculture, et cetera, just outside of town. And so I came to the gathering, and they were going on a camp out on the land, and 7 people were already going to move here. 2 days into the camp out, I just felt so unbelievably moved, and like, I just said, I'm moving here with you guys. And it was like the moment I stepped onto that land, we were just collecting wood for the fire. I just felt such an extraordinary peace that I'd been looking, I've been searching for something and not quite finding it. And this turned out to be it, and that was 31 years ago. And yeah, so and the work we do as a community is very much in alignment with a lot of the visions we're hearing about in different ways here. Yes, is my time up, or you have a question? Okay, and then you can go. So the puppets were made by each of the 2 women, one to the one that looks more like a bird, she calls it her avian ancestor. So Barbara really feels such a deep connection with the forest to almost the same degree as humans, what we did to the forest as well as what was done to the humans. And her avian, it's a pre-human ancestor. So they were digging way back into what they called their well-enough ancestors, the ones who did not create destructions, the ones who were still in the natural world and living in harmony with the natural world. So that was the avian ancestor. The lady in white, the very white-faced puppet, it's slipping from me exactly who that was to her. Yeah, I'm just losing it. Was not in touch with that etymology of that ancestor, but I can find out more about that and get to you because, yeah, yes. In fact, all this ancestral stuff was really new to me. I didn't even know what was happening when I was filming it. I'm like, what is going on? I was well into the editing process. I'm like, what are we making here? And but then I've learned, so much about the importance of ancestral, the gifts and the traumas, and then I'm hearing so many similarities. People are like, oh yeah, ancestral, this, and so this was a great learning experience, and feel so embraced by this group. I literally met Ari and Roxy on Tuesday when they gave or Wednesday, and now I'm here sharing this with you. Yes, sir, I guess we're running out of time, but yeah, go ahead. The forest was just a couple of miles from that coast on Gabriola. So that coastline was called Drumbeg. It's a part of Gabriola Island, which is just off of Vancouver Island. And the forest is right behind a museum on Gabriola. And that forest actually features a lot of Native American indigenous work. And the museum director just was so happy to have us do that, and then helped us get the film screened there as well. So it was all right on that small little island. Anybody else? Well, thank you so much. It's been a real honor to be part of this, and I look forward to the remaining talks. Thank you.
Bravo, beautiful.